What up, though? Hey y'all, it's me Akira from TruthAndLoveUnited.com. What's going on? How's y'all week? I'm gonna just tell y'all up front, please excuse if y'all hear the sounds from outside. It's hot in here, and I know you're like, why you got a sweatshirt on if it's hot? Because I couldn't find a shirt, so I threw this on. Don't be judging me. This is a no judgment zone, okay? What's going on? How's your mama? How's your life? You know, all that good spiel. I'm good. Thanks for asking. So look, we're gonna get right into it, right? Today, we're gonna be talking about, I don't really know how to narrow it down, but we're just gonna be doing some talking, okay? The funny thing is, I kind of went on, I guess, I don't know if I posted it on Snapchat or on Instagram. I really don't use, put it in the comments, how many people still just got Snapchat for the filters? Because that's the only reason I really still got Snapchat. I mean, I use it every now and then, but most of the time, I'm an Instagram girl. If you're not, matter of fact, if you're not following me on Instagram, why not? Get your life. This is the Instagram. You should be following me. I'm gonna start posting more on the Truth and Love United Instagram than I do on my personal one. Just because, you know, I'm trying to get my followers up over there. So if you're not following yet, come do that. Thanks. It's appreciated. First, we're going to start with a baby story time, because I went on this rant and was like, you know, I'm going to make a video about this. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I saw this meme on Instagram. If I find it, I'm going to put it right there. I found that foolery on the internet. It reminded me, oh yeah, you did want to talk about that. So let's start here. If you can't tell, I am a thickums. There's several names for people like me. Thickums, fat, plus size, big boned. Well, I'm actually not really big bone. I've seen my bones because I had to have an x-ray. My bones aren't really big, but you know what I'm saying. There are people in the world who are fluffier than others. And because of our fluffiness, I think the world is getting better, but I still feel like there's a sect of the world that feels like, because I'm a big girl, because, oh, and I'm dark skinned, and I'm a big girl, and I'm loud, which for some people is like a lethal combination, but that's another video. Because I'm fat though, it's expected that I'm supposed to just take whatever. So let me just tell you what happened. So I live in an apartment building, and one morning I was on my way to work, and I was in the elevator with a guy that I see all the time, but he had a guy with him that I don't really recognize. So I spoke, good morning, whatever. And then the other guy was like, what's up? You know, the new guy, what's up? I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. He, you know, trying to spit his little game, whatever. And I'm just like, bruh, it's early. I'm good, you know, whatever. Let's keep it a buck. He just wasn't my type. There was nothing about him that made me be like, oh, yes, let me see what's up. There was nothing about him that made me feel like that. So I was just like, nah, I'm good. He was like, man, you fat anyway. I was fat 2 seconds ago, though, when you asked me for my number and you started this whole debacle. So when did that become an issue? And the problem is, he was like, you need to stop. You think you all of that, this and this and that, and just all this extra. And I'm just looking like, first of all, bro, it's 8 in the morning. What we won't be doing is giving me all this foolery, and it's this early in the morning, first of all. Secondly, I don't understand. And you know what? I do understand. We live in a society that equates fat with ugly. Even when we see the memes, like we say, she fat, but she cute though. That but, see, words mean things. And matter of fact, shout out to the read. Cause you listen to the read, the girl on there, her name is Crystal. She says word means things. Matter of fact, I should have worn that shirt. I have that shirt somewhere. Anyway, words mean things. So when you say to someone, she fat, but she's cute. But means in spite of, like despite the fact that she's fat, she's cute. They aren't mutually exclusive. You can be fat and you can be cute. And I'm tired of other people trying to make me feel like because I'm fat, I'm supposed to just take whatever you give me. Or I'm supposed to just accept whatever. Like men, it almost feels like men feel like I should be able to just take whatever you want to give me because I'm fat. Excuse you? So, you know, he's going back and forth. Well, we're actually not going back and forth. I'm letting him go off. I got headphones. I got Beats and I got AirPods. So I think I put my Beats on. Like, boy, no one has time. He just talking to his friend. His friend like, yo, like, chill out, whatever. Which, shout out to his friend. We need more men. Sidebar. We need more men that when you see your boy wilding out, you check him on the spot. Like, I appreciate it. Oh, boy being like, yo, like, you doing the most. Like, leave her alone. It's early. She ain't. Just take your L. Basically, just take your L and leave her alone. But I'm tired of people trying to make fat girls, especially fat black girls. I try not to get in the color, but it just is what it is. Because even when you see fat girls, a lot of times, it's fat white girls. Which, don't get me wrong, solidarity with my fatties. But there's already a certain connotation that comes with being black in our country. And then there's a connotation that comes with being fat. And I'm darker skinned as well. So all of that together, I know certain people have an expectation just based off what I look like. And a lot of times, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I fit into the stereotype. I ain't got no problem with it. But there are other times when it's like, bro, I don't even rock like that. Part of the problem is too, like, even the way the media shows fat girls, right? Like, sometimes it's either like this, woe is me, I want to lose 1,000,000 pounds, da 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 da, or it's like this super sexualized, like, I am woman, hear me roar. And that's all cool and dandy, right? But the reality is, sometimes I have my days of like, yo, I'm not really cute. And then I have my days where I'm like, yes, she slaying for the gods, you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have both. And I feel like, regardless of my body size, I feel like most people, not just women, most people go through that. Some days, you know, you on it. And then other days, it's like, yo, I just can't be bothered. But my weight very rarely plays a factor in that. For the people who are going to say,
well, I say those things because I want you to take care of yourself and I want you to be healthy.
There is a very small sect of people who legit, that's their reason. Most people, it's about you wanting to have license and ownership over my body. And that's just not what it is. We're just not doing that, period. I find it interesting, the men who say, my woman got to be this, she got to be 5'5". She got to have these unrealistic, proportionate, crazy cartoon Nicki Minaj specs, which, and I don't care what nobody say, I like Nicki Minaj. I've been a Nicki Minaj fan for a long time. You can't tell me, though, the way she's built is natural. That's just not realistic. Most women are not built that way. And we got women nowadays about to kill themselves trying to look like that. And this is no knock to anyone who's naturally shaped like that. Black girls, we aren't a monolith, though, right? We all come in different shapes, different sizes, different, heights, different, whatever it is. And we have to get to a place where we learn how to love ourselves, regardless of what we look like. You know what I did? Like, growing up, I used to have really bad self-esteem. Really bad. I thought I was ugly. If I could find some old pictures, we'll see. I just thought I was ugly. I thought I was too dark. All of these things growing up, right? I remember one day, matter of fact, I was at my dad's house. Shout out to my daddy. When he lived in East Cleveland, he had a big, like, when you walk in his house, he had like this big mirror in his house. And I remember one day I was at his house by myself. Like, I don't know where him and my siblings were, but I took all my clothes off. And I really just looked at myself. And I just started picking myself apart, like all the things I just really didn't like. And then I made a decision, like, either these are things I'm going to work on, or these are things I'm going to learn how to accept. Because I got tired of people making me feel like I didn't deserve respect. I didn't deserve love. I didn't deserve just basic human decency because of the way I look. Like, I have allowed a lot of people to make me feel away. And I say I allowed because I internalize their words. I let their words affect me. We all make choices, right? Like, so we can choose to let people's words affect us, or we can choose to let them roll off our backs like ducks. Back then, I absorbed every word that was said to me back then. And it was messed up. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I got to a place where I was just like, you know what, I'm going to either learn to love these things about myself, or I'm going to learn to change these things about myself. For example, my forehead. I feel like I have a huge forehead. I feel like me and Rihanna are cousins. But there are a lot of people like, girl, your forehead ain't big. It don't matter what you think. It's about what I think. So first I ain't going to lie. I Googled forehead surgeries to see if that was a thing. And actually, I think it is. But I realized, like, I'm not about to go through all of that. So you know what I started to do? I started to wear my hair back so I could learn how to accept those things about myself. Or when I first went natural, I used to hate my hair, but it was because, you know, through suggestive things, like you learn growing up, like my hair wasn't good enough. And I was in hair school when I first went natural. So I'm surrounded by girls with weaves and relaxers all day. So I was like, I really don't like my hair. Like, I was trying to figure out what to do with it. And for the first couple months, I literally just let it be. I didn't color it, I didn't cut it, anything, because I was going to force myself to accept myself the way I am. And it wasn't until I learned how to accept it, that's when I started changing myself. Like, I personally feel like either you accept something or you change something. Now, for me, the hair is a little bit different because my hair is my hair. So what happens if one day maybe I can't afford to get my hair colored, or I can't afford to cut my hair, or whatever it is? Like, I got to learn how to accept and love whatever it is I was born with. So I forced myself to do that before I started altering things. My body's the same way. Are there things that I would like to change about my body? For sure. Sometimes this gut, just a little bit too much gut. I always say if I could put my gut in my butt, I'd be good to go. When I get to the place when I'm ready to fully, like, 100% commit to that change, I'll get there. Right now, I feel good in my body. I feel good where I am. Now, for those who care about my health and stuff like that, I appreciate that. But a lot of times, again, the conversation isn't about my health. It's about the way you perceive me, because we are taught that women that look a certain way are perceived like as trophies. You know what I'm saying? And any woman who's any other way, it's like you supposed to just take whatever, the sloppy leftovers. Like, I find it amazing sometimes, the caliber of man. And this is not to sound funny acting, but I'm just saying what I'm saying. But the caliber of man that thinks they can talk to me in that way. And it's like, if I looked like Normani, let's say Normani's a beautiful dark-skinned girl. Let's say I look like Normani. If I look like her, you would not be speaking to me. You're speaking to me partly, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it might be just because you think I'm cute, which I know. Thanks, boo. But there are other times you're speaking to me because you feel like you want to take advantage of the fact that you think I have low self-esteem, and you think I have low self-esteem because I'm big. And that's just not how that goes. So I'm just here for the fat girls. We are bomb. We are amazing. We don't have to settle for anybody. Don't let them fool you into thinking that we got to, because girl, bye, they tried it. There's nothing wrong with having standards. There's nothing wrong with wanting a certain thing from a man. And it's always, like I said, it's always funny to me, these men who want these women who are like built and all this stuff, but you ain't seen your penis to 73 because your gut is hanging. Like, boy, what's really good? I don't understand. Like I said, I appreciate those who are concerned about me, or concerned about just bigger people in general. I appreciate that, but there's a way to have that conversation that doesn't include you disrespecting, shaming, or trying to humiliate me. It just is what it is. So I appreciate if you taper the way that you speak about such things. Because guess what? I'm not accepting just anything because I got a couple extra pounds. Don't let nobody try to make you feel a way about the way you look, the way you carry yourself. And if you want to change, do it for you. Don't do it for no man. Don't do it for no woman. Don't do it because of your mama, your daddy, your cousin. It's about how you feel about yourself. Now, your health, to be fair, your health does play a part. So if you have high cholesterol, if you got diabetes, stuff like that, there is, you should think about that. But it's about being healthy. It's not about not being fat. Skinny people who smoke 8 packs a day and drink beer like it's water, and they're not healthy, but because they're smaller, people equate small to healthy and fat to unhealthy, and that's just unrealistic. Make sure that you're taking care of your body, but taking care of your body doesn't automatically equate to you being skinny. So I just want to throw that out there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit up the blog, truthandloveunited.com. I didn't tell y'all thank y'all so much for everybody who shared, likes, comments, subscribes. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm thinking about doing some type of giveaway or something like that. So put in the comments if you would like for me to do that. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'm trying to get my Instagram followers up. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you have a Facebook, make sure you're following the Facebook page. I'm not on Twitter too much. Just not really my thing. But Instagram, that's my jazz. That's my jazz. I'm such an old lady. But anyway, so thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have no idea, like, how much. It's just so crazy that I come up on here and I just say whatever and y'all really be rocking. Or even if it's people who don't comment, y'all still be like, yo, like, I seen the video, whatever. Like, I appreciate that. Again, put it in the comments. You know what I'm gonna say. But I appreciate you anyway. So I'm gonna stop rambling. And for my thick girls who are in relationships, shout out to you, girl. If that's the situation you want to be in. But do not stay with him just because if this is the situation, don't just stay with him because you feel like he's the only one that's going to want you. Guess what? It's about what you bring to the table. Personally, I would prefer a man who doesn't have children. I would prefer a man who mentally is just in a place where he's ready to settle down, have children, all of those things. Like, I know eventually, like, I know the type of qualities I want my man to have. So, based on the qualities that I know I want my man to have, I got to make sure that I match those qualities, right? And my body ain't always necessarily the end all be all to that. Don't let nobody try to make you feel like just because you, whatever, that you can't get it popping. If you're in a relationship right now, if that person's not treating you right, he or she's not treating you good, get out of that situation. Now, I know that there are men who struggle with self-esteem issues as well. I'm not a man. I've never been a man. I know I've dated a guy who I think might have had some whatever, like, self-esteem issues when it came to his weight, but we never really had those conversations, like, for real, because personally, I like them thickums. I like them tall, bearded, and thick. That's my thing, okay? Never mind. That's my thing, though. I know that there are some men who are self-conscious about those things. You're gonna find somebody who likes you for you. Now, like I said, if you want to change for yourself, absolutely. If it's health reasons, absolutely. Like, whatever your reason is. If it's a vain reason, that's okay as long as you're doing it for you. But don't do it just because you feel like no one's gonna want you if you don't. Like, that's just unrealistic, and it's just not true. It's just not true. And if you're in a relationship right now, make sure that person is treating you right. Don't settle. That's my biggest, like, I promise you, that's one of my biggest fears, is the thought of settling for somebody. I want the absolute best. I don't personally believe in the one, but I do believe that there are people who fit better than other people. But I don't think there's only one person in the entire world for me. I just don't rock like that. I want the best. I'm not gonna settle just because you're willing to deal with me. Do you know who I am? Do you know how bomb your life gonna be with me in it? That's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta feel about yourself. Like, do you know how much better your life is gonna be? I'm gonna be, look, any dude who's ever messed with me know I've said, I'm gonna be the highlight of your life. Period. Do you know who I am? You know what I bring to the table? But no, just make sure that you're in it for the right reasons. Or even that dude who you entertaining right now. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm anti-situationship. Death to situationships, I'm over that. But if that's the lane that you want to be in, make sure he ain't trying to play you, sis. Make sure he ain't just trying to hit it in the middle of the night. Like, if that's what you own right now, make sure that you're playing by your rules and not just because, you know, whatever. Make sure he rock with you because he like you, not just because you willing to give it up for whatever. Like, just make sure intentions is right. You know what I'm saying? And if he's feeding into your insecurities, or whomever's trying to make you feel bad about yourself or try to make you look at yourself crazy, thank you, next. I'm gonna just end it with this. I'm here for the big girls, the fat girls, the big bone girls, the plus size girls, whatever you want to call it. The ones with the rolls, the ones with the stretch mark, hashtag tiger life, because I got them. The ones with the weird shaped bodies, because that's a whole nother video about how even with a plus size girl, fat girl, what you're supposed to look like. Because I mean, luckily I was born in hips. I hopped in the hip line maybe 2 or 3 times before I came to earth. But it's some of us who just ain't got the proportions, ain't got the shape, and that's okay. The ones who just have whatever that is not traditionally beautiful about us, whatever that is. I'm here for all of us. We are beautiful. We are unique. We deserve just as much respect as everybody else. Okay? We deserve to feel sexy. And we deserve the space to be ourselves unapologetically. And we have the right to take that space if you try to withhold it from us. I love us, and I'm gonna rep us forever. Period. Oh, that was funny. Please make sure you are sharing this video. Anyone who you know that struggles with self-esteem, especially if they're a thicker girl, especially if they're a dark-skinned girl, you're bomb. You fire, okay? And don't let nobody tell you that you're not. Like, period. You know why you fire and you bomb? Because you watching this video. That's why you fire and you bomb, okay? Anybody who tries to tell you different, tell them come see me. Drop location. Let's talk about it. I'm down to have a conversation. Let's do it. I'm down. So please share this video. I know I would be doing the most. Anyone that you know that suffers from low self-esteem or just doubting themselves, somebody just needs some encouragement. Like, you fine, boo. You good. And if you in your awkward phase, listen, we all got a glow up coming. So even if that's the space you in right now, it ain't gonna always be like that. Just know any change that you want to make is okay. You can do whatever it is that you want to do with yourself. You want to get skinnier? Let's hit that treadmill. Let's get that body moving. Hey, download Pokemon Go, catch them all while you getting your walks, your steps in, and you lose some weight. Whatever it is that you want to do, but do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because society tries to tell you that you need to look a certain way to be desirable. Because guess what? These rolls, bumps, bruises, whatever you want to call them, ain't never stopped me from getting nobody. Okay, so that's all I'm about to say. I think I'm done. Like I always say, as long as you're running your race at God's pace, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.